Hunter, and I'm doing my January wrap-up of 2019. I wasn't expecting to have this many books to share with you guys because of change of circumstances. I was able to read more. I still really wish I could have read more. I should have been able to read more. But, you know, if you're not in the mood, you shouldn't read. And obviously with traveling and getting back and trying to get ready for school, I was very scattered, just trying to get everything done. So I'd love to know all the books you guys read in January and the books you plan to read in February. So let's get started. The first book that I finished in the new year, which I should have finished it during December, but I didn't, which was Cycling Home from Siberia by Rob Lilwell. It says An Epic Journey by Bear Grylls. I love this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I love action and adventure and traveling and bicycles and learning about different countries. So this is a teacher who took off 3 years and he did 30,000 miles on one bicycle. And this was an amazing story. It changed, you know, how he saw things, you know, what he did with his life, figuring out what he wanted to do because he had been a teacher for so many years. And he's actually from London, so their school system is different. When they have school in their summer, it's different. So during his break, he decided to go on this trip. And he went with his friends, which was a part of it. And he flew back home for a couple things like weddings and birthdays with his family. But it was just an amazing story and it was really interesting. I liked how he had some of the chapters the first chapter was Overmotor, How Will I Die, The Road to Bones, The Faithful Quantitative Biology Lecture, One Day in Life of the Siberian Cyclist, Learning Not to Follow the Turnoff of Doomed Prayers, The Winter Road, Learning Not to Sweat at 40 degrees Celsius, The Bujar and Naked Weatherman, and Anger Rising. So if you guys don't know, the Road to Bones is a road in Russia that when people were making the roads, that they were obviously not being well taken care of, and so their bones got pushed into the road, and so it's called the Road to Bones, and it's a very sad part of their history, but nevertheless it's a part of them. So this is a great book. I highly recommend it. And the next book I read was Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. This is my first Ernest Cline book and his first book that he wrote. And it was awesome, phenomenal. I really enjoyed it, about living in the Oasis and trying to win the game and how it changed these people's characters and their lives and how it taught them things and how they grew as people in relationships. And to see the depravity that people go to, you know, to win, willing to murder people, and because they wanted to win this game, because this game was everything to them. Winning the game was worth killing people to them and stealing from people and people's lives being ruined. And ultimately the main characters who survived realized that, you know, there's more to life than just this game, because Holiday, who created the Oasis in this game, and he dies, they're trying to win the game that he put in as his, with the Easter eggs, to find out like more about him and about the games he created. That he learned that he was very introverted as a child and he was a huge Rush fan, so it was very cool. There's a lot of good amount of Rush things in here. There could have been a little bit more, but it was way better than the movie in that aspect, so I give a thumbs up on that. He learned that he lived so much in the gaming world and the gaming community that he didn't get to look around him and see the people around him and get to know people, and so he was able to pass that down to Wade Watts, who's the main character. And this is a great book. If you guys haven't read it, I highly recommend it. Next I read For Your Eyes Only by Ian Fleming. This is a bunch of short stories from the James Bond movies, books, Casino Royale, Live and Let Die, Goldfinger, From Russia with Love, Moonraker, Dr. No, Dawn of Forever, and Thunderball. I enjoyed this. I've really been wanting to read the real books, so I still want to go and read the real books because this is just snippets and I did not really see how it followed any of the stories in the movies, because they're just short stories. Like, I guess they're experts that maybe they didn't put in his main story, or maybe they did. So if you guys have read any of his books, please let me know what you thought in the comments down below. And then, I think this was the second book I read, Bridges of Clay by Mark Zuzak. I was so excited to read this. It was a beautiful, well-written book, but it was not what I was expecting. It was a little bit let down, but I plan on rereading it soon in case I miss stuff out, because it took me a long time to read it. Whenever, let me know in the comments down below, but whenever I wait and I read a book longer and I go days with barely reading it or not reading at all, I missed the main point in the plot, so I feel like I probably missed the plot maybe. But let me know in your comments down below. I've read some comments online and some people were disheartened by it too because they love The Book Thief, and I'm the Messenger, which I haven't read, which I will read, but I do love the book Thief and I need to reread it. Alright, and the next and last book I read was Hunting Eichmann by Neil Bascom. This was an amazing story about the hunt to find out of Eichmann, the author of The Final Solution, and the Holocaust, and him bringing the trial, and the people that found him, and how it affected their lives. So I hope you guys like this video. Please let me know in the comments down below what you'll be reading this month, what you read this month and next month, and I'll see you guys next time in our video. Goodbye!